Hey guys, it's Harlan here, student partner. Hope you're enjoying your reading week so far. I just wanted to hit you with one more video about how to prepare for exams a little bit and how to best use WileyPLUS throughout the course in case you want any more pointers. So a little bit about me, I guess I met you all already. My name's Harlan. I'm fourth year in Asper, accounting major. I've used WileyPLUS for assets and equities. I live at home in Winnipeg, and I'm a diehard Jets fan. I can talk that team for hours. So the course is challenging, obviously assets and equities. WileyPLUS can help. So I'm using this video for both assets and equities. The content's going to be the same for both, but use it as you would. So there's a few things that I wish I would have known when starting out with WileyPLUS. So first thing is, I'll go to each of them in detail. The first thing is how to see my previous attempts submissions on questions, so I'm not putting the same wrong answer more than once. How to effectively utilize the class learners to complete my assignments on WileyPLUS, and the best way to use Orion. So the first one is accessing previous submissions. Basically, the way that I solved it myself is I contacted my own WileyPLUS partner last year, who directed me to the gradebook. And in the gradebook, you can see how many attempts you have for each question. So usually it's, I think, 3, but it depends on the question and the assignment. How you've scored thus far, and then what the previous submissions that you put in have been. So to start off, you're going to click the gradebook in the top left, where the big green circles around it, on the main home screen. If you follow the arrow down, the assignments will be listed and hyperlinked. You can't really see it here, but there's going to be a list of them. And in the gradebook, yeah, because here it says no dot at the time, no assignments were done. But if you click on the assignment like it shows in the regular assignments tab, it'll show you a list of each question and what you've gotten for each attempt on the question. So for example, this is one of my submissions from last year where I know that I got a few of it right, but a couple of them wrong. So I know if I'm trying the question again, I'm not going to try 128,435 for an inventory debit because I know it's wrong. I can see that right here. It's not that this is my first try and then I forget by my third try. It's right here to see it if I want it. So let me see past submissions that have previously been wrong. I can click each previous submission, see what I got, and see what was correct and which ones weren't. Second challenge was using class learnings to complete the assignments. So in some classes, you'll have textbook questions that are slightly different from the material that's taught in class, and it'll be different because it'll either have more information or less information than what your professor has gone over in the class, and different techniques to solve these kinds of questions. So this is the biggest thing that it took me too long to figure out last year. Hopefully you guys have all figured out by now. But if not, you've got another half a semester, midterm, and final to kind of master it. So every professor kind of says, read the textbook before class. It's going to help you with understanding. I found assets and equities were really the first course I've taken where you have to. You have to read the textbook beforehand, prepare the questions before, come to class ready to go, and you really will get the most out of it. So on the left here is just an example of notes that I've taken in class. So P1717, I had all of this prepared before class, and then when the professor's going over in class, I can just follow along and see what I've done right or what I've done wrong. And then same thing with down here. So you prepare it before class. There's usually examples in the textbook, like on the right side here, where it'll show you kind of what to do. These are completely different chapters and questions, but just to show how the textbook also has examples in the text. I think I briefly talked about this during my first day of class presentation as well, where you're going to have some questions on WileyPLUS that are completely different than what you did in class. But if you look at the learning objective or where it came from in the textbook, you can usually find a practice question kind of similar to it, and it'll tell you how to go through it so you can master all the different techniques. So sometimes assignments can be challenging. What I found helped best prepare me to read the textbook first, try any PowerPoint questions before the lectures, follow along with further examples in class. Many of the questions are based off of what you'll do in class, but examples in the textbook also help with things that you don't have time to cover in class. The third thing that I wish I knew was using Orion. Didn't know how to use it, thought it was just another practice tool, didn't know that it adapts to each individual user as they progress through the problems. So I'll just go over this again. I know I did it about a month and a half ago, but just in case. First step, go to the home screen, click Orion on the top left, click Begin to any chapter you want. Tell us how confident you are right away. And then the fourth step is you do each question. So say you click A, say how confident you are. After the first 10 questions, it starts to tailor things towards you. So if you're confident you get it right, I'm not going to ask you about that anymore. I'm not going to waste your time. If you're either confident it's wrong, or you're not confident it's wrong, or you're not confident it's right, it'll give you a little more like that so you can practice. But it's not just another practice platform. It adapts to your needs based on your confidence levels when it's used properly. So it's really important to set your confidence before using the tool, and then also after each question when you're using the tool. That's the way that Orion learns what's best for you to practice and what you already know, so you're not wasting time while you're doing assignments or while you're studying. So hopefully this helps a little bit, using some WileyPLUS hacks. If you need anything, I'm here to help, so you can contact me with your questions. My name is Harlan Abels. Email's right there. And good luck on your midterms and in the rest of the semester.